Hello guys, welcome back to another video of Zero to Hero Tech. My name is Lavin Devedi and today we are going to cover the difference between program argument and VM arguments. Okay, so before going into the theoretical part, I just wanted to show you what are these program arguments and what are these VM arguments. So when you open your Eclipse, okay, we'll just create one new class over here. I'll call it basic 2 and it will get created basic2.java. Okay, in this particular class, if I just right click on it, go to this run as and go to this run configuration. So in this run configuration, I have to navigate to this arguments part. Okay, in this argument part I can see program argument and this VM argument. Okay, these two things. So we'll now look like what is the function of these two arguments over here. Okay, then we'll go and write a code and use this both of these arguments. So program argument, in the last session we have seen the main method, right? This public static void main string args. This is the main method. It is public so that it is visible to everyone, even JVM. It is static so that we don't need to create an object for it, and if means the JVM can directly enter into this method. This is void because it doesn't return anything. Main is just the name. So just like that, like my name is Lavin, your name is something, so just like that it is named as main. Okay, this is the main method. These are the parameter, that is string args, means this is the string array. Okay, so these parameter, this args means if it is a kind of parameter, then we can use it in our code, right? So this program argument which I have shown you here, this thing. Okay, so I can type anything, a b c d e. Okay, so these are the program arguments, means we want to pass these particular values into our main method so that we can print them out or we can perform any operations with the help of this particular arguments. Okay, so this is the basic functionality of program arguments. Whatever thing you enter in your program argument will be given to your main method. Okay, so make a note of this. Whatever you provide in the program argument, it will be provided to your main method. Okay, so earlier we have also seen this concept, like the conversion of .java file to the .class file. This .class file is a bytecode, right? And compiler do this part, like it converts the .java file to .class file. So when it do this compilation thing, .java to .class, it will take the program argument at that time only, and in this .class file we will get those program arguments as well. Okay, now coming to this VM arguments. So these are, VM means virtual machine. Okay, so JVM, Java virtual machine, so it is related to that only. These VM arguments will be provided to the JVM to perform certain operations. Okay, and means this VM arguments, you can see it here. Okay, so it has to be written like this, like dash capital D, then the name of the VM argument and equals to, and after that its value. Okay, so when we do this thing, it will get set to the system property. Okay, whatever value you provide in your VM argument, it will be set as system properties. Okay, so and when this value will get to your code is like when the conversion happens, like from .java file to .class file, that is to your bytecode, conversion has happened. After this, when we do execute our code, like first we do java c, right? Java c, the name of our file .java, then at after this it will create a .class file, right? A bytecode. So after that we do java and the dot class file name or the class name, right? So at this time, means at the time of execution, your VM arguments will be provided to the interpreter. Okay, so this is the basic concept of when to use program arguments and when to use VM arguments. If you want to provide any value to your main method, in your program itself, then you have to set the program arguments. When you have to set the system properties, then you have to set the VM arguments. Okay, so for example, VM arguments is like if you are working in different countries, like for Singapore or Taiwan or Indonesia, these kind of countries, and you have a framework. Okay, but there are few flags in your framework which sees like currently you are running test cases for which particular country. So for example, you are executing the test cases for Indonesia country. So at that time you can specify those things in VM arguments. Okay, so when I am running the test cases for Indonesia, I can just provide the VM argument as Indonesia, and it will execute the Indonesia test cases. Okay, so we can use this kind of arguments in the real time scenarios. So coming back to our Eclipse, we have provided this program arguments as A, B, C, D, E, and this VM argument as dash capital D to run equals to true. Okay, I'll just apply it, and for now I'll close it. Now we will write our main method. So I have explained in a previous session as well how to write a main method. You can just write main, then control space, and it will give you an auto suggestion. Just click enter. Okay, so this is your main method. Now in this main method, what we will do is like we will print out the program arguments. Okay, so we can just type SISOUT control space, and it will give you the suggestions. Select the one, and here just print args at position 0. Okay, so if you can go back to this run configuration, here if you can see in this argument I have provided 1 2 3 4 5 values, that is A B C D E. Okay, so in an array this will be means this will be at 0th position, this will be first position, this will be second, third and fourth. Okay, so this is 0 and this is fourth position. So I will print out the character which is at 0th position, and I'll also print out the character which is at fourth position. Okay, now what we'll do is like we will also print the VM argument which we have set. So if you go back to your run configuration, here you can see the VM argument. Okay, so we'll check if we can print out this particular value which is true. Now for doing that, you have to do system dot get property. So here it is, system dot get property, in which you have to pass the key. Okay, so our key was to run and its value is true. Okay, so we should get that particular value. We can store it into a variable, and now we can just print out our value. Okay, so this particular part is for program arguments, and this particular part is for VM arguments. Okay, now we will just go and check if we can run our program. In this you can see the project is tutorial, our project name here tutorial, and main class is basic 2. So this class is basic 2 in which we have a main method. If you search here, then you will get to one more like basic 1. So in this basic 1.java we have a basic 1 class, right? So it will show you all the options. We just want the basic 2 currently. We'll go here, we'll check our program argument. Yeah, we have provided. We will check our VM argument. Yes, we have provided. We'll just click on this run button. So as you can see, at the 0th position we have A, it has printed A, and at the 4th position we have E, it has printed the E. Let's show you one more time. So here you go. So this is at the 4th position, it has printed E, and this was at the 0th position, so it has printed out A. and our value for to run is true. Right here you can see in the VM argument it is true, and it has successfully printed true. Okay, so this was the basic difference between the program arguments and the VM arguments. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this, then please share it with your friends, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.